Hey, how you doing? You good? That's good. I'm glad you're here. First and foremost, I want to say, I know a couple videos back I was saying how I picked up the JoJo Bizarre Adventure manga Stardust Crusaders. I am almost done. I got 2 more volumes to go. I'm on volume 9. I just started it. And I'll let you guys know how I feel about the whole series some other time reading it in its entirety, part 3. I'll do a review of the other parts I've read up to Golden Wind, so I'll do that someday. But today I wanted to talk about a different topic. Today I want to talk about music, and primarily not only the cultural shift but just the time lapse of it, because there's a clear set in place time of when music became more or less warnings and poems. You know, majority of music either became warnings, poems, stories, or a mix of all of it, like Dear Mama or Big Papa, for instance, you know, just to name a couple, like 2 examples or whatnot. And then you just have the party songs. I mean, don't get me wrong, party songs are cool. I get it, it's fine. Whatever, you know, you're hooked onto, go for it. But it's like how Illumination films are sort of the standard of presentable content, of where you can make it beautiful, like make it look beautiful, but is it really beautiful when you peel back the layers? In the sense of having something that's cheap look amazing, something that's amazing look cheap, vice versa, as being it cheap bad, expensive and good, or expensive and bad and cheap good. You know, there's differences between Hoodwinked and Migration, you know, just to name an example. How Hoodwinked was like I'm pretty sure it was an indie film back in 2002, I believe, and it was on a budget of, I think, let me look. Yeah, it was like $8 million. The budget was like $8 million, but it turned out okay, you know. I mean, it wasn't that great looking, but it had a decent story to it. And then you have Migration, where it was just Aquafina's ear-bleeding dialogue. I mean, she's a one-trick pony, I'm sorry. She's alright when it comes to physical comedy, like live action, but I'm sick of that voice, I swear. And I know my voice is even more annoying, so that's saying something. But I digress. There's a clear sign of things that are popular don't always have to be, I don't want to say highbrow, intelligent, tea-sipping, quill writing enthusiasm. But at the same time, you know, the effort put into making it look great or sound great may not be the same when, after you're done reading, listening, watching, even eating, or experiencing something, and you walk away with a profound feeling of either ambiguity, completion, or wanting more of it. You know, that can either be a good thing or a bad thing, you know? Oh, there I go, I said it. On another note, mainly when it comes to music, hey, 420, mainly when it comes to music, there was something about, I don't want to say old school. Well, I'm going to just say old school. There's something about old school music of Motown, Memphis. Wait, no, is Memphis a part of Detroit? I'm tweaking. Point is, each different genre slash time frame slash group, whether it was solo, ensemble, or a mix of both, had a clear opening, clear riff, whether it was a drum beat, a guitar riff, vocals, horn, keys, or whatever. and it would go into the song. You jam out to the song with its either profound lyrics, enlightening lyrics, or lyrics about love, or getting jiggy with it, or jives, or whatever. And it would either play off, like echo off in the distance, or it would just end in some either banger note, somber note, last piano key note or something. You know, I mean, people reacted good to it because it was just an all-out, what do you call it? I'm not sure how to describe it, but you get what I'm saying. It's like a VHS tape. I can put it, the best way I could put old school music, or music that flowed in just one continuous motion, is like a VHS tape where you put it in, you know, you can, and you watch the previews, everything, the warnings, the logos, the labels. You watch the movie, and then the credits roll, and then it just stops, rewinds all the way back, hands you back the tape. You know, that's what it feels like, especially with vinyls, old school vinyls too. But nowadays, most mainstream music, mainly pop, hip hop, rap, you know, and R&B to some extent, has that producer tag, the mumble rap, and this same big butt having wig slash red haired, light skin, or Brazilian, or I swear, and I'm not trying to down talk, or, you know, I'll even do the males too, because I don't want to be misogynist or anything. Same thing for the guys, where shirtless, tattooed, nose piercings, promiscuous on both sides. You know, I'm not shaming promiscuity. Well, I am shaming promiscuity because, you know, you could be doing something else with your time and not going around a pound town or anything like that. Oh shit, I just said the song. Point is, it's like, it's even worse because kids are singing it. I remember I saw an article of preschoolers who were singing some song and they had to bleep out so many lyrics, and I was like, I remember back in the day, during my time in preschool and grade school, we were dancing to the Cupid Shuffle, Wobble, and the Cha-Cha Slide, and I mean, there was the Jerk, you know, and Watch Me Whip and stuff. And the people were at least presentable, had the t-shirts and everything. And by the way, my t-shirt looks dirty. That's because I was moving stuff around earlier today. But back on track. It was at least an extent or a limit, you know? And nowadays, it's almost as if they just, I don't know, turn it, like, burn all that to the crisp and just said, forget you. we're not even gonna make good, not even good, we're not even gonna put effort into it in the least or the slightest. By the way, this is a butane torch, and I got a cutter. I'm gonna be celebrating my 21st birthday in style. I think you can put the two together, but that's for another day. Point is, when you burn the possibilities of making either something more presentable to a wider audience, of course, and with some dignity, I'd say. Let's be real, there's no dignity in rapping about your private parts and your anus, or colon, or however you want to picture it. And sure, you can make the argument, you have your Ray Charleses, your Temptations, your Cadillacs and Drifters, who would sing love songs slash party songs slash the same thing, but in a different, more subtle way. And then you take that subtle part and you say, okay, well, they wore suits, they were presentable, they had stylized dancers who were at least experts in it, who didn't just twerk, they at least had choreography, even with both females and male backup dancers and singers. Like, I know I'm not crazy when I say that. You can literally watch videos of old school performances of like James Brown or the Four Tops dancing in some sense of form with like presentable all clothes, you know. And Sure, in speakeasy parties and bars, you know, there were the dancing and the over exaggerated exotic dance moves. That was a place of, I mean, yeah, I could say a different time, and it was a more lively time, mainly due to a lot of liberations in music and black culture, but at the same time, that's the best way I can put this. You had to have style for it. And let's be real, modern day dancing, dance moves, I should say, is the simplest thing. And okay, it's fine, yeah, you can have the gritties and the flossing and the I forget what this is, but you get the point. But go look at, I'm telling you, go look at 1930 church style sermons and celebrations. Good gosh, they were dancing up a storm in that mug. And that was like a full-on orchestra of like instruments and everything. And I'm trying not to sound biased when I say this, but there's just, for me, it feels better, at least knowing there's a collective group giving you one thing, you know, and it's one shot, one take, and even if you mess up, you can still just pick back up right off and just keep going, sure, you know. And I digress. From old school music, there was just a one-shot take of, how do you put it? I'll give you an example. And I'm gonna try and slide past the music thing as best as I can, but if something comes up, like, if this video gets copyrighted, okay, sure. I'm taking one for the team because I'm trying to prove a point here. And it'll make sense. At least I hope it does. So, you know, there's the opening beat, drawing you into it. And I'm not gonna play any more of that because you could probably guess what song it is. But then you have the, you know, and it hooks you in and you're like, okay, what is this? Well, wow, what is this? You know, then the lyrics come on and the horns just amp it up even more. And then you have that finale before the main chorus theme slash riff slash whatever. And I can go for rock songs, blues, jazz, R&B, and even soul and Motown, you know. Why do you think September is so iconic? It had a simple hook. And I'll get to the point of why hooks can either be good or bad. The hook drew you in and almost enchanted you into this world that they wanted to show for you. And by they, I mean the artists slash producers. On a collective work to push limits and boundaries of what could be done musically. And I say that in the sense of whether hitting high notes or trying to rap slash sing stuff that can give harmonies or, you know, show fast dialect, of course. And even then, there's like, you know, a handful of songs where if I we all know this song, da-na-na, da-na-na, we already know what that is. Bump, da-da-na, da-da-da, doom 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 doom. And I don't even need to sing the rest of it because you already know what it is. But then you have, and it's like, and the hook, you know, the hook is what gets it. The hook is what gets it memorable. And then the lyrics are either dynamic, simple, a mix of both. You can have a mix of both, you know. And it's like, well, okay. What is this making me feel? What am I taking away from this? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it somber? Is it great? Is it loving, tragic, dynamic, flirtatious, melodic, hypnotic? What, you get the idea. What Mixolydian Iodian stuff is in there, mumbo jumbo, music theory stuff, crap. And I know it's objectively songs, subjectively you can feel however you want from it. Look me in the face, or go to the comment section and tell me that modern music is either better or is somehow greater than the old school stuff. And sometimes old school is just better. Because you, how am I saying this? You take his songs today, and dang near every song, I said dang near every song has that loud electric beat loop, same beat loop with the producer's name slapped in it, and it goes on for 25 seconds. Like, we get it, we know who you are, please just play us the song. And I swear the rapper either mumble raps or they let the beat carry the song. The beats carry half the songs in today's music. I'm sorry. Beats carry half the lyrics. Man, half these rappers be either mumble rapping or letting the beat carry it. And I'm probably not I'm not the one to talk because I don't even have that best kind of flow. But I mean, I could at least freestyle to a 90s kind of beat. And even though it'll sound a bit trash, I'm at least projecting my voice. Unlike some other people who want to talk about discourse. Oh no, another thing. I mean, aside from that, you got the mumble rap, you got the beat carrying, and if I see one more, let me put this back on. Shoot. If I see one more rapper rap about their private parts, / how much drugs they take, / how much money they got, how much cars they drive, or how much women / men they be hooking up with or something. If I hear one more song where the rapper has mass tattoos, practically naked. I said barely practically. I mean practically naked, shirtless / topless / wearing a string covering the crack of your booty cheeks, and practically flaunting your cleavage and the fake wigs and stuff. By the way, bring back natural hair. Either comb it out, curl it out, or lock it up, cause I miss natural hair. Why every female be having these wigs, bruh? I'm sorry for yelling, but dang. It's like, bring back the style. You know how sexy dresses are? Or at least decent clothes. Good grief, you can do that stuff. Quit showing it to kids though. At least we have ratings for a reason. What's the harm in I know why they'll never put ratings or, parents today, or not parents, but it's just, why do I see more videos popping up of little kids rapping in the sexy red? I'm sorry. Little baby-year-olds, I'm weak. Little baby-year-olds should not be rapping in that kind of stuff. Cause come on, man. I hope there are people. No, let me not say that. I hope I'm not alone. I hope I'm not alone in this opinion. I really hope I'm not alone in this opinion, because don't get me wrong, I don't want to sound hypocritical. I can tolerate some modern songs today. Cardi B's, I like that. I think it's good flow, good energy, good music, good transitions. That's good. Sicko Mode, to an extent. I say, once Panda released with that intro and the whole mumble thing and the producer name on it, I know Darkchild was kind of like the first song to ever do that producer name shout out, but Panda was the death, I'd say, of mainstream music. As to where you don't even have to try. You don't have to try. If you have mass talent, and you know, a BBL or a wide dump truck, I'm beating around the bush, but we all get what I'm saying. You can't tell me these rappers have talent. There are some artists, I'd even say poets, who have the talent and the charisma / skill / knowledge to do so. But come on, man. How you gonna watch Despicable Me and say you're into high art when all you watch is Illumination films? And that's okay. There's clear tones and consistencies of what is, I'd say, with high expectations versus low expectations. You're not gonna have Berserk every single time, or The Walking Dead, or, you know, you're gonna have your Chainsaw Men's, or you get my point. That goes for anything. The flavor is gone. And not even if the flavor is gone, but there's too much flavor. Like, yeah, there's no sugar in here, it's boring, or there's too much sugar and it's too much to take, you know? Yeah. It's like, I don't know how else to say it. And then there's just some music that is just pure cringe. In the comments, let me know a cringe song that you, I don't want to say hate, that you dislike with passion, you know? And, I'll even, let's see. What song can I not tolerate? You play the chicken dance, we're fighting. I just want to talk to you. How's that? If you play the chicken dance, I just want to talk to you. Okay, that's right. I just want to talk. I just want to talk. It's like Family Guy. I just want to talk to him. But yeah. I'm not saying music is dead. Excuse me. I'm just saying to bring back good stuff. Half the CDs and vinyl records I have are pre-2016. Some modern day music I have because it's genuinely a breath of fresh air. Like, if anyone watched the BET award show recently, this past week, that was amazing. It was okay. Lauryn Hill's performance, though, with Wyclef and the refugee reunion, or somewhat reunion, was a breath of fresh air. If anyone has seen that performance, if you haven't, I recommend you go check it out. Look up 2024 Lauryn Hill BET performance. It will blow you away just because of how refreshing and rejuvenating it is as to what we're missing in the industry of entertainment. She's covered up. She's using her skills and her talents. The flow is amazing. Transitions are beautiful. There's that hook, that intro, that entrancing intro, and it's like, oh, the way it ended, it was just, I gotta tell you, it was perfect. perfect, everything down to the last minute details. I gotta do the Homelander meme, but I gotta tell you, Lauryn Hill's performance, it was perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details. But I digress. So with that being said, let me get my ending prepared. So, with that being said, okay. So with that being said, let me know down below if this video was a W or a L. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, share for more, and help me rise this channel up, because I'm doing this for you, because I love you and I thank you for sticking around. I'm uploading once a day. I see that subscriber count grow every single day, and I thank each and every one of you. I'm at 500 and as of recording, 520. I cannot believe 520. 520 subscribers. So the 520 subscribers, thank you. I want to keep doing this for you. I want to make it, and I'm going to not stop because I love you, and thank you. Folks, we all know how this ends.
Wouldn't let that shit happen to me, though.